YouTube. I haven't posted a video in a while, and I thought I would post a video on the wood bench I made for my wonderful Craftsman riding lawnmower. I've done a video on my lawnmower in the past, I think, but I'll go over it again. It has a 19 horsepower opposed twin. The light's not too good in here. See, oh, you guys can't see, the flash is on. But this is a pull start. It's a little big. It's what I had at the time because the starter gear keeps on shattering on this thing. It has a, I think it's a 5.5 inch pulley on the engine and then a 3-inch pulley on the transaxle, and it goes, I clocked it at 20, so that's about fast, as fast as I want to go on this thing. But let's get to the good part. This wood bench I made about, I think about 1 or 2 months ago, and I'll go over how I made it. How it's made it is, this is one, notice this 2x1 L iron that I welded to the fenders. That right there is just a tack weld. And you can kind of see the weld there, but it goes underneath the wood and you can't get a very good look at it. I didn't want the weld showing that much, so it's the same thing on the other side, but I'll get under so you guys can see the subframe of the bench. Okay, here we are. You can see the L iron here, and then here's just another piece of angle iron that the bench sits on for more support, and then this right here, this pipe, and that pipe helps support the thing even more, because this, without all this support, hence the pipe, it would just bend because it's just pretty much welded to the, oh, I got something in my eye. It's just pretty much welded to the fenders, and then it would just bend. And we don't want that. But you can kind of see that the welds underneath here are really bad. And considering my major in college is welding, I am actually quite disappointed in those. I was pretty much doing it blind because I didn't have my welding leathers with me when I was welding this up. And I just pretty much had just a long sleeve shirt on, and it didn't feel too good getting all that slag and junk all over you. But this pipe goes down to here, and there's a bolt on the end of this pipe that I welded in there, and it just sits into this, I guess this is like one of the mounting things for like a tow behind or something, I don't know. But it just bolts in there and it sits down and it doesn't budge. The only way you can take it off is if you lift up, which is quite handy. But there is just a little tack weld on top of that, so when I first put it in, so it would stay. But it wouldn't be a problem to break the tack. So this entire bench is removable by just unbolting it. And if you need to redeck it, it's just quite simple. In this L iron, I drilled 2 holes on each side, one there, one down here, and I put a cartridge bolt through so this piece of wood would sit inside the L iron. Then the top part would sit on top of that and then bolt down, or screw down, sorry, as you can see. And then that's how pretty much all this is put together. Here's the front piece right there, and you can kind of see the angle iron. And just to spice it up a little bit, I put what we call here in Northern California the NorCal star. I don't know what it's called in other places of the country, and if you guys know, just tell me. And then I screwed on this boat box. It's like a boat security box or whatever. It's plastic, but it's watertight, and it has just a bunch of miscellaneous parts a tow rope, duct tape, a new belt, and some clutch springs, nuts, bolts, washers, the pull start. I think I said that already. Then up here, spare spark plugs, more spare bolts, springs, super glue. And that's more or less my trunk. But people can sit on this bench. I've sat and jumped on it, and it holds up really, really well. It's really sturdy, and it was a really interesting build. That's all I can say about that. But in the future, I hope I hope to make this thing into like kind of like a classic hot rod per se, and have like the wood bench extend up, move the shifter up, extend up to here just about, like halfway up the fender, and then have like a tractor seat on that, or make actually a wood seat to sit on. And yeah, if you guys have any more questions about this wonderful tractor, it's not wonderful, it's kind of a piece of shit. It needs a lot of work, but I'm getting to it. Like I said, it still goes about 20, but it's a little sketch because the steering's really loose, because you know how Craftsman has that janky steering. So if you guys have any questions, just message me, comment, whatever. And if this helped you, like, decide if you want to make a bench, that's cool. And if you guys have any questions about that, just ask me. Remember, like, favorite, and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.